Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we got some new stuff from freeze-dried wholesalers. We're going to be doing some outdoor cooking, and I got a hydration tip for you and show you some of these new products when we come back. Alright everybody, welcome back. What you see in front of you is a whole bunch of new stuff that I've gotten in from freeze-dried wholesalers. Some of it I've tried, some of it I haven't yet. They'll be coming up in future videos. I just wanted to show you some of the variety of the items that they have, as well as show you a hydration tip that I came up with for the desserts. Some people had spoken to me about it, and I spoke to the company owner, and he said most of these desserts are hydrated with steam ovens. So I came up with my own idea, and this is what I did really quick, and I tried it with this. We'll start this off. Double chocolate freeze-dried pound cake, but I assure you it would work with everything else. What I did was I took a pot, okay, and I put a very tiny little bit of water on the bottom, okay? This actually still has some of the pound cake in it, but just a film of water on the bottom. I put it on about, well, I have an electric stove that goes to 10, I put it about 3. All I wanted to do is get that water hot enough to steam. So I brought it up to maybe 4 or 5. When I saw it wasn't doing it at about 5, it started to steam. It also started to get some bubbles, so I kept it at 4. This is what I used to put the food in. Just a strainer, a metal one of course, because a plastic one would melt. You're going to place it in there. You don't want the bottom of the strainer to touch the water, because you don't want the water hitting your food. Then you place your food in, cover it up, wait about 5-10 minutes. You know, honestly, I kind of lost track of time. I went back when it was steaming. I turned off the heat, let it just sit there for another 10 minutes. Opened it up, came back, got it, and it was perfectly hydrated. So the steam works for the desserts, okay? Anything you're having trouble with as far as hydrating goes, use the steam. This is just a quick little tip. I'm not going to demo it in this this video because we have a lot of other stuff to do. But try it out, and I will demo it in a future video for you. It does work very, very well. Okay, so we've seen the freeze-dried pound cake, the double chocolate pound cake. By the way, this is really good. Okay, I'm going to put stuff in the box behind me as we do it. We got the freeze-dried smoked pulled pork. That's going to be a video. You can bet I'm going to be making some sandwiches with that. Chicken taquitos. Somebody already gave me a tip on how to hydrate these, so we'll be trying these out. Looks like one got smashed in the front, but the rest of them are all intact. Freeze-dried pulled chicken. That's going to make for some cool little burritos. That might be a flat grill video because I want to make the burritos on it. Freeze-dried meatballs. Oh yeah, definitely trying these out. We got freeze-dried boneless pork chops. These look good. We're going to definitely try these out. Okay. Freeze-dried turkey breast. That's interesting. I want to try that, see what it tastes like. Freeze-dried beef stew cubes. You have to make some beef stew with that. But I just want to try out the beef to begin with. That looks pretty good. Uncooked, too. So you can cook it to the temperature you want. Freeze-dried small white navy beans. And freeze-dried broccoli florets. Yes, we have brock. That's going to be really cool to see how that works. And they got a bunch of other vegetables too, so don't worry about that. We've got freeze-dried mozzarella cheese. And I have tried this. It is very, very good. And what we're cooking today, freeze-dried pork, rice, and breakfast sausage, freeze-dried hash browns, and freeze-dried scrambled eggs. So what I'm going to do is pack these up as if I was going, say, backpacking, or maybe putting them in a bug-out bag and sealing them. Either way, I'm not going to bring my sealer out here. We're just going to use Ziplocs today, and I'll show you how I do it. All right, so the first thing you're going to do if you want to pack this up to, say, take on a trip, a road trip, a backpacking trip, whatever, even put in your bug-out bag, because they are good for 5 years with the desiccant back in them, and sealed up with a vacuum sealer. They'll work really, really well. But today we're not going to use a vacuum sealer. I'm going to be using Ziploc bags. And I was all going to use this size, but I ran out of small ones, so we're going to be using 2 big ones as well. The cool part about this is, if you put these in here when you're ready to hydrate, you just pour the water in, fold them over, let them sit. It'll hydrate. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you do these in a vacuum seal bag, make sure you leave a little bit of empty space up there so you can pour your water in, fold it over, and let it hydrate. So we're going to try out these sausages. These are really, really good, by the way. I had a couple of these yesterday. I was very impressed with them. And I'm going to pull out like 4. We're going to put them in here. And once we get these outside, I will put the water in and hydrate them up. Okay, that's good. Now, we're going to try the eggs. And the eggs, honestly, I couldn't tell that they weren't freeze-dried, that they were freeze-dried. They tasted exactly like regular eggs. Okay. Open these up. These are much superior, by the way, these zipper bags. Far superior to the other ones that just close manually. I'm just using my hands for this video because I'm the one eating this, so. And it might help to use a smaller bag, agreed. But there you go. That's packed up and ready. Fold it up nice and tight. And lastly, we're going to pack up some freeze-dried hash brown potatoes. Now, you can't tell on the video, but this stuff is incredibly light. So if you're looking for packing up some lightweight meals on a long-distance hiking trip or backpacking trip, this is definitely the way to go. By the way, these all hydrate with cold water. This one needs warm water. So I'll be warming up some water. Hot tap water will work perfectly good for them. That's what I used the other day when I tried them out. I just saw that they needed warm water and used a hot tap to heat them up. And I'm going to drop a few, of course. So this is more than enough for a breakfast, I would say. So let's fold those over. And your whole breakfast here is small, lightweight, and compact. So let's get it outside. I'm going to be using my little fire pit that I built with my little suspension chain over the top there. And we are going to see how well that works for cooking this up in a couple of pans and pots. Just a quick look at the setup we're using today. I'm going to be lowering that grill down over the fire. The reason I'm using this and not my rocket stove is because I feel this will give it a little more even heat, and this stuff doesn't need to be, you know, blasted on like, say, boiling water quickly with a rocket stove would do. So let me set it all up, get a fire going in that pit there, and bring you back when we're ready to cook. I got a little fat wood burning there. I'm going to put it on top of my fire starter here. And we're going to start up that fire and get it going. And once that's going, I want to get it down to, you know, not a roaring flame, but a little bit of coals down there. And we will try out the food. Now, another cool thing about the Ziploc bags is when I drained these, because they're fully hydrated, I was able to squeeze it up in a corner, let a little bit of edge out of here, you know, and just kind of let the water come out. So you have absolutely no water left in there. They're just eggs, all puffy and hydrated. All right, give me a few minutes to get this all rolling along, and we'll bring you back. All right, for time's sake, I decided to take the these guys here and put a little water in there for the sausages. They're nice and hydrated now, so I'm going to dump that water off, and we're going to put on the hash browns. I just wanted to speed it up a little bit because I used cold water on them, and it seems they hydrate a little better with some warm water. So I just threw them over the fire and left the rest of the water there. I'm going to put this pan on here. I have a little bit of coconut oil that I'm going to use for the hash browns. Just to oil the bottom of the pan. Not too much. Let me move those guys over. Get over there. Actually, I'm going to take this off and dump that water out because they're good. I don't know if you can see me doing that, but that's what I did. Whoop. Oh well. They're clean rocks. There we go. We'll put them out here, put them to the side, and get the hash browns going in this pan here. This can be a tricky way to do this because of the hanging thing here, but I figured it's a nice big open fire pit, easy to use, and it'll be fun to kind of try it out this way. I've never cooked on this that way, so I figured we'd try it out today, see how we like it. Alright, a little salt and pepper. There we go. A little bit of garlic, because I like a little garlic on my hash browns. There we go. And a little bit of onion powder. And there we are. Alright, so those are going. I got these guys going back here. Mix them around a little bit. There you are. And next up will be the eggs, and the eggs are fully cooked, I believe, so really all you need to do with them is just warm them up. So probably what I'm going to do is separate them in this pan and just put them there and warm them up next to that. I don't want the fire to be too high, so whatever it is right now is about right. And the good thing about this system is you can lift it up or take it down for the distance you want between the fire and your food. So that's pretty handy. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a few minutes once we get things a little more cooked, and we'll put the eggs in. All right, time for the eggs. Hash browns are done. The eggs do feel fully cooked. I am going to just kind of pick them up out of the bag, make sure I get all the water out of them, and just warm them up. Fire's kind of dying down now, so we just got a little bit of flaming coals down there, so it's not that bad. And don't mind my chewing. I was munching on what was left of one of the little sausages there. So there you go. Got yourself a nice fireside breakfast. Very, very light, easy to carry, easy to hydrate. No real problems there at all. Look at that. So I'm going to warm it up. I'm going to take it inside and do a taste test on it and see how we like it. All right, so there's the finished product. You got your hash browns, eggs. I'm dying to try the eggs again because I tried them yesterday and they were just perfect. And they are cooked. That's something to remember. There's the sausages. You can see they're fully hydrated. They just break apart. So let me chew. So anyway, yeah, that's some really good stuff and really simple to make. See, I just had a little fireplace in my backyard there. A little fire pit. You can see the eggs are nice and soft. Yep. Okay, so definitely some cool stuff from freeze-dried wholesalers. I'm definitely going to be doing some more videos on this, just different meals and stuff that I come up with. And I hope you guys can check out the link down below. If you're interested in saving 15%, you use that link down below that gives you the discount, and you use my 15% discount code, which is Iridium242, and you can save 15% on any size order you want. You want to do a small order, that's cool. You want to do a big order, that's cool too. You'll still save 15%. So it's a good deal, good time to stock up right now with what's going on as far as potential food shortages, crises in the world, things that are just not as they should be. It's definitely a good time to stock up on some food. And you can't get much simpler than freeze-dried. I mean, you take this stuff, you put it away. They guarantee for 10 years in the bags. But if you keep the bags in a cool, dry place, you know, and you're not putting them outside in a shed that's 120 all summer long with the sun beating on them, they'll probably last for 25 years or more. Freeze-dried food, pretty resilient. So definitely good breakfast. I'm going to finish this up. Don't forget to check our link down below for freeze-dried wholesalers. Like I said, you can save 15% using my link and my code, which is Iridium242. That'll be below. And don't forget to check out all our other links down below. We have our Thrive Life. We have our Food for Patriots link down there. And our Amazon store as well. Our affiliate store has all of the gear that we use on the channel. I've kind of changed the look around a little bit, so you'll notice two different stores, but it's all the same stuff in there. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I'm going to go have breakfast. Stay safe and stay prepared.